Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. For today, I'm going to be doing another story time because it seems like you guys really like the story times. So I'm back with another story time. I'm going to be talking about how I accidentally walked in on a guy at a restroom, at a gym, and I was 12. A lot of you guys be thinking I'd be lying in my videos. A lot of people go through a lot. Some people don't go through nothing. I feel like for me, I'm just an unlucky person because I'd be like going through hella stuff and like it's a never ending story. I've done plenty of story times. It's okay if you guys don't believe me. Anyways, but for this story time, I'm going to be telling you guys about how when I was 12 years old, I accidentally walked into a guy pleasuring himself, basically. Let me start off with how I even ended up in this position because it's just like a big storyline, but I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. When I was 12 years old, this was probably around 2018. I was 12 years old in 2018. Obviously, if you guys are in a Mexican household, you guys know that it's very common for like your mom or your dad to work in like cleaning. You either have a dad that works in construction or your mom works in cleaning. It's stereotypical. I'm even stereotyping myself right now because, like, you know, I've worked those jobs before. Back then, my mom did have a job, but she also had like a side hustle where she would go and clean office spaces and stuff like that. Since my brother was around like 15 years old at this time, she would start taking my brother to work with her and I would stay home. I hated staying home. I kind of got scared of staying home because like I wouldn't really hear stuff in my house, but I would watch scary movies and it would kind of put me in my brain like something's bad gonna happen to me. Someone's gonna kidnap me, someone's gonna rob me, someone's gonna enter through the door and just kill me and stuff like that. There would be times where I would wait for them to get home just so I could shower, because what if someone just walked in and killed me while I was showering? So since my mom would take my brother and I would stay home a couple times, it was pretty late. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. And I know you're not supposed to leave your child at home, but I mean, I was 12 years old and I was like conscious, like I had consciousness. Is that the word? Like I was aware of my surroundings. Basically, I started getting scared of staying home alone, so I told them if I could go with them and they were like, we're not really sure if you can go with us because you're 12. But they ended up taking me because, like I said, since you're cleaning houses, since you're cleaning, I mean not houses, sorry, since you're cleaning office spaces, gyms, there's not really people there because they close after a certain time. That's why we had to go clean after 8 p.m. because that way we wouldn't disturb people who were working out in the gym. My mom was like, well, there's not really any managers, there's not really people, so I guess you could come with. Like, what's gonna happen? So the gym that we would have to go clean was kind of in the downtown center. Well, it still is, not kind of, sorry, it's still there, located there. There was like 3 levels, like literally 3 levels, guys. It was just so much. I was like, what the fuck? It was just so much. So I obviously helped my mom a little bit. Like I would vacuum, I would do the least I could do because, like I said, I was 12. I wasn't gonna do child labor. We would go several times. So there was this one time where we checked everything, that there was nobody there. Me and my mom went to the girls' bathroom to check that there was nobody there. My brother went to check the boys' restroom. Not the boys, sorry, the men's restroom. And like I said, my brother was like 15, 14 around this time. So I don't know if you guys know this, but men's like mind just kind of like are a little bit slower than women's. So I don't know if he didn't check correctly or like what. I think he's just a little bit slow. Like men are typically more slower than women, and this is a fact. This is a, whatever you guys want to call it, a statement, whatever. Men have even proved themselves that they're slower. I know you're fucking lying. Men are a little bit slower in their heads. So I don't know if my brother just missed him or something. Or since my mom had checked the girls' bathroom, she saw that there was no one, so we cleaned the whole girls' bathroom. You don't really have to like scrub the bathroom and anything like that. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna do all that. Like, yes, that was our job, but like that's doing too much. There's like 4 stalls. That means 4 toilets. So we literally just put like soap. I don't know what the word is called, like jabon, but like for toilet. I don't know how to say it in English, guys. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so once we finished the women's restrooms, we went over to the men's restroom, and my mom was in front of me, so she walked first. I was in the middle and my brother was behind me. As soon as you walk in, the closet for the cleaning supplies are right there, literally straight when you walk. My mom was like, do not look to the right. What did I do? I looked to the right. Guys, when I tell you guys, I was in shock. I was shook from what I had just seen. What did my 12-year-old eyes just see? Once I see what I was seeing, I told my brother, I was like, do not look. And I tell him again in Spanish. So my mom told me not to look. I looked. I told my brother, do not look. He looks gay. No, I'm just kidding, guys. When I tell you guys what I saw, it was just pretty sure he was probably showering and my brother just did a quick look around or something like that. He was just like I could still remember him. Like, I know it probably haunts him, but it haunts me as well too. So it's only him and me that knows this story, because he's probably like, damn, little girl, her mom, her brother saw my pee. But we also saw it. I hope he doesn't go to that gym anymore. He probably traumatized him just like it traumatized us. So as soon as we walk in, we see this man. He was just like facing down. He had a towel. Why have a towel if you're not gonna cover it? He was just like pleasuring himself, and I was like, what the fuck? And when I tell you guys, we were scared because he was like a big buff guy. It was just too much. And we were really scared because at that time I was like 12 years old, and at 12 I was really small and skinny. I'm still small and skinny, and my brother, he was weak. He's still weak. If he would have done something to us, like, my brother wouldn't have been able to save us. So anyways, we all just walked, like speed walked into the closet. Like I said, it was just straight ahead of us. I kid you not, we stayed there for like 20 minutes that we stayed there just because we were scared that we were gonna walk out and he was just gonna be there. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, when we saw him, he literally looked at us and he was still touching himself. I was like, so he's a pedophile. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Obviously, it was an accident, but I'm pretty sure he did feel violated. We also felt violated because there should be no reason you should be touching yourself at a gym. That's just like common logic, I assume. Even if there was nobody, because he was the only one that was there. I'm pretty sure he did feel uncomfortable because he did report us to the gym manager. We got fired. Yes, we invaded his privacy, but actually, there's no but. We just invaded his privacy. But also, you shouldn't be doing that at a gym. You were not alone. Do you not know that cleaning people exist? I feel like we both learned a good, valuable lesson. Me being that I'm never going to work in cleaning services again. Well, I was just going to help my mom. It's not that it was my job. I think that experience was more scary than me staying at home. Like, I was scared to stay at home, but that experience was way more scary. Like, I should have just stayed my ass home. Like, there was no need for me to go with them. Obviously, I didn't look down because that's just like, I didn't want to look down. Like, I was 12 years old. I wasn't really interested in that. I just cannot believe my eyes saw that. I don't know if it was our fault or his fault, because like, he should have been out. The gym was closed. I don't even know how he was still in there. Like, and to be honest, I don't think there was any reason to fire us just because we walked in on him when he shouldn't have been there. I kind of get it why they fired us, because they probably were like, why is this lady bringing her 2 kids, especially a 12-year-old? Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little story time. I'll see you guys on the next video.